Hey ladies and gentlemen, Chef Cutting here. Now you know that when you see me, you know I'm going to tell you the real deal and the facts and not fiction. I am an avid barbecuer and I have gone through many different barbecue sets and done several reviews both on Amazon and on cable. And I can tell you something, there's one thing for me that does nothing better than the barbecue deserves to have, and that's this set here by BBQ Mate. Now this set is a 16-piece barbecue set. And before I open it up and I review it and show you how it works, I'm going to tell you something. There's not a set on the market right now that gives you the kind of stuff for the price you're going to pay with the durability and the long-lasting finishes that these things have on the market at all. And I mean this because when you see it and then you see it in action, you'll realize that if you're a barbecuer like me, you want something that's going to be last, durable, safe, and more importantly, attractive with that awesome grill, right? So, look, here's what this set comes with. The set comes with a canvas bag, just like my professional knives do. It comes with a spatula, a tong, a knife, 4 skewers, 1 fork, and 8 corn on the cobs. Now, when you use those corn on the cob cubs, when you use those, you can use them for anything. I've used them to make sausages and I put them on either side and people can eat the sausage like that. I've also used them with hors d'oeuvres too. But that's too much for now. Let me go ahead and show you how this works and I'll give you a good insight as to how you can take care of your set. Now the first thing about this set is that obviously you got to take it out of the box. The box isn't worth keeping, but it is a really nice way of packaging it. Then you've got your canvas bag. And again, like I said, it's just like my knife set. So when you open this up, and it's really easy to open up because the zipper is on a nylon tag. So no matter how wet or nasty it may get outside, this is always going to work, which is great. Now look at this thing. I want you to look at this. Now everything has its place. Everything, okay? You can see that everything is secure with these Velcro ties. Again, like we do in our own culinary schools and in kitchens. We have all the items in stainless steel, which is awesome because it means it's not going to rust. And you can see the easy glides that have the handles on the sides here that make it almost like a brushed satin finish. But the glides themselves are so easy to hold on to, it's very, very difficult for these to slip in your hand. Now, the great thing about this too, and I'll just show you something as simple as the spatula. You see how easy that came out? If you look at the ends of these, you can actually hang them too, so you don't need to keep them in your bag. But my suggestion would be that at least when you're not using them, keep them in the bag because this set is not necessarily one of those things that you can just let outside rust and forget about. It's really worth its weight in silver. So, but all these items are securely in the bag, and as I told you before, you're getting things in this that you don't normally get in barbecue sets. These are corn on the cubs, the corn cubs. As I said before, you can use these for just about anything, hors d'oeuvres, sausages. You could even pick things off the grill with it. I use them for everything under the sun. Then you also have these great skewers, and there are 4 of them, so if you've got some people that want to do skewers with each other so that, you know, one's got chicken, one's got beef, one has red peppers, one has green, you got enough to go around. So this set really does come with everything you need. But you know what? Don't believe me. Check out what I'm doing with my barbecue using this set right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. I do have my new set here, and as you can see, everything's got its place. I have here my tongs, my functional spatula, which is still got the plastic on, so we'll take that off. And I've got my great fork here, my wonderful fork that I can use to guide the food. It's a traditional kitchen fork. And then I have a great carving knife, which I'll show you what we're going to do with the fajitas with that in a second. I have my skewers here, and I also have my corn holders. What I'm going to use today is I'm going to use my tongs, my multifunction spatula. I'm going to use the fork, I'm going to use the knife, and I'm going to use these wonderful corn holders. Skewers can be used for any of the meat items I'm cooking today. I'm cooking a ribeye, I'm cooking a rainbow trout, and beef fajita, which is a flank steak. So we're going to do all of that together on the grill. So here we go. Let's take care of business. We're going to start with using this wonderful tong. Okay, using my wonderful tongs here, I'm going to go ahead and place my corn on the cob. That's going to take about 15 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and set it on just like that on this wonderful tin foil. I'm going to season this trout as soon as I can get that to fold. I'm going to go ahead and put it on one side, then the other side. But in the meantime, just going to season the trout right like this as soon as I get the ribeye steak. I'm going to season that shortly. And I've got this awesome flank steak that I'm going to use for I'm using these wonderful tongs by BBQ Mate. You can see them right there, BBQ Mate. I love these things. They're so flexible and they're so easy to use for wonderful flavor here. And I've greased up the foil here on the barbecue. I'm going to use this wonderful spatula to turn over my fish as I do so, because this is an excellent way of just being able to maneuver the fish on the foil. And some of you have flat tops too, even better. From BBQ Mate right here, and I'm going to just turn over the steaks like so. Now I can turn up the heat, and we can start grilling these little puppies and these bad boys to get some really good char. Okay, so I'm going to turn the wonderful steak over here. This is a ribeye, so I'm going to give this a crisscross. This is, we're actually going to cut this up and dice it, so we're going to keep that the way it is. I like that crustation there. I'm going to turn over the corn on the cob, and it's really cool too that these tongs are so long that I can use these without really having any problem with the flame hitting my fingers. Okay, now I've come to the trout here. I'm going to go ahead and just hold the foil and just go ahead and come underneath the trout, and as you can see, that did a wonderful job at pulling that skin right off. I love this spatula. It's a multifunctional spatula, but using that end right there, which is also kind of sharp, BBQ Mate makes a great spatula. I'm just telling you that. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the trout on the other side, give it a quick sprinkle of Old Bay on there, and then we're going to go ahead and cook the rest of this on the other side. Okay, I'm going to take up the excellent ribeye steak, and as you can see, I'm using this great barbecue fork. It's a kitchen restaurant quality stainless steel from the BBQ Mate people, and I wouldn't use any other fork on my barbecue. And I'm going to take up... Normally I would take the fish up and lift it with the tin foil off the grill, but I don't need to do that because I have this awesome BBQ Mate spatula that lifts the fish delicately right off the grill. And with the surface area this large, you can't go wrong. I love this spatula. I'm going to show you the other uses this has too, but in the meantime, let's get this fish served. Okay, gang, we're going to take this corn, we're going to put it over here. We're going to open up the foil real quick. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this thing, because this thing is good to go. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? But you know, it's going to really hurt somebody trying to eat this all together by simply just removing that. Then we can simply just put the other one in the other side, and we can serve this up right off the grill to everyone with sanitation in mind and ease. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Get some butter on that, some salt, and it's good eats. So I'm going to be using my knife here, which is my BBQ Mate knife, which I told you I was going to use today. And I'm also using my fork as well, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this wonderful fajita meat, which is better known as flank steak, and you can see how well it turned out on the barbecue. I'm going to cut this in a way so I'm going against the grain, so the meat is very, very enjoyable. Here we go. Look at that. You folks, can you see that? That is just amazing. And watch how effortless it is to cut with this knife. This knife is a piece of cake. Look at that. It's awesome. And I can just go ahead and I can serve that with the fajita as we do.
That's amazing, right? I mean, honestly, I'm telling you, this thing works wonders. We have a great set here to offer from BBQ Mate. And these folks have made this so well that I don't think any restaurant company could make it any better. But let's just review one more time, shall we? Okay? You get the 8 corn cubs. You get the 4 awesome, beautifully finished skewers. You get an incredible kitchen fork that can work everywhere. This knife, you saw it in action. It does an incredible job. It's very sharp, easy to keep, and easy to sharpen. But I tell you what, it's going to keep its sharpness for quite some time. And then you have the multifunction spatula, which I love. And, of course, our great pairs of tongs. Now, these tongs are so well designed that they can pick up heavy weights, grasp things that are very delicate, and they do work like a charm. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can't go wrong with this set. I'm Chef Cutting. I thoroughly endorse the BBQ Mate's barbecue set. The 16-piece absolutely covers everything you can think of for your barbecue. And I can tell you something else. You're not going to be sad at all about all the functions this thing can do. Cheers, and get yourself a set today.